How's it going, guys? It's me, the Double Otaku, and we're here to talk about Netoge, or There Is Never a Girl Online, with the long title that I could not pronounce last time, and that's why I'm holding this listed, because it has to do with gaming, and this is the anime that I was sort of hyped about, in the anime hypes. You can check that video out in the past, or my video list or whatever. But the first episode finally came out, and I was finally excited to hear, or watch this series, but unfortunately, it is not on Crunchyroll. I had to go to a freaking anime website just to watch it, but I think it was worth it because this anime really got me in the feels to this episode. It was really good, and I already had a good gist of what the series was about because of online details, my anime list, like the anime hype, me doing my research and whatnot, and yeah, so I had a little good gist of the anime already, and sort of the first episode sort of covered what I already knew from the first anime, except for the last part, because in the beginning it was just like, oh, you have these group of people online, like playing their online MMORPG games. I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. One of the things that I like to point out, and it's super funny because the way they do the video game action in this game, right? It's almost like first person, sort of online, VR, right? But no, when you see them on their computer, they're just typing and clicking. It's so what it doesn't look like, right? But it kind of trips me out, in my mind, because I'm like, wait, it looks like it's a VR sort of online or a hack thing where they're actually doing stuff, right? But then no, they're just clicking and stuff. It's like it mindfucked me so hard, but I'll get used to it. So in the online game, we are introduced to our main character. I don't know them by their real names. I know them by their video game names, which is weird. We have Rusian as our main character. I forget his real name. I think his name's Subaru, where he is the unlucky protagonist who had that tragical event that happened to him a year ago, I believe it was. So basically, it gets to a discussion with his online guild, which I forget their name as well, but he's telling them the story about how he confessed to this girl online, right? And turned out to be a dude, and I was hoping to see that in the first episode, and we did. Maybe in the beginning, but we actually saw it in the middle after they just had it in a conversation. So I was like, okay, my guild mates are asking me why I never accept this girl's marriage. Akko. Is it Akko? Yes, Akko. And she, I was like, oh, here's the story of how I once confessed my love for this girl online. It turned out to be a dude, and it was so, I saw it so much. I was wondering what kind of girl does this person look like? I was like, oh, it's freaking cat ears, tail goes nyan and whatnot. I was just like, oh my goodness, I see our main protagonist is a full-on otaku who watches anime, plays online games. Respect, I applaud this man, and just how he's really open to being an otaku in real life. Anyways. Okay, so it goes on to that, and just it goes on to a conversation where we're introduced to his guild and his daily routine of playing games and whatnot, and it's really obvious that we see Akko in the real world because her character looks like the same person she is in game, and I saw her in the first beginning of the show when they were going to assembly. It's dude, that's her. It's you don't recognize that this girl looks like the same person in their game, but then I'll give it to that the game, in-game characters in the show look like sprites, not like that full-on anime VR stuff, right? So I'll give it that. So anyways, afterwards, it goes on to this discussion in their guild that, oh, you guys never do these things, like IRL, so whatever, right? And then the leader of the guild, Master, why the frick do you call them okay, you guys have to call me Master from now on. Master Domo. I was like, what the freak? This person. And it's so strange because in the online game, it was the whole party consists of 3 dudes and a girl, right? So I was assuming okay, these 2 are guys. But then the more I see them talk and see them act, I was thinking these guys are girls. So I was in the real game is 3 dudes and Akko, right? But then I figured it out. Akko's the girl, our main protagonist Rusian's a guy, the other 2 guys are girls, and it's okay, what do their real life people look like? And we see them, they schedule an event or a party group thing where they meet up in real life for the first time ever, and I was like, oh gosh, this is gonna be so awkward and terrible. Well, I mean, Rusien will meet up with Akko, so that's but then we don't know what the other two people are like, so we meet them for the first time, and we see that like one of them is the student council president, and then one of them is his first year who's like a total ass to our main character, and he's also a tsundere. Okay, so we're sort of introduced to like one of them, and it's like, oh man, these characters are like them. So we have one dude and 3 girls in a party online guild. What else? Oh my goodness, that was hilarious. So then now it's just like, okay, so we have these people, they met in real life. What's the gist now? So I was like, okay, that could be like a pretty good series, but I mean, that was just episode 1, so what's the next episode about? So now my thinking is that in the end of the episode, like Subaru, I think that's his name, Subaru, I'll call him Rusien, is like all up in debating because technically Akko in the game is his in-game waifu, so to speak, but they're not married. So then when they meet for the first time in real life and she looks the same thing as always, is she the waifu now? So now I'm just thinking like, okay, this dude has to totally fall for her because she likes him, and there's no freaking way that, you know, they know each other in real life, so why don't they get married or why don't they get all together? I think that's gonna be how this anime is gonna work for the rest of the series, because that's how it's going for. It's like this dude is like, oh man, this girl Akko in real life, in my in-game waifu, but then she's here in real life. It's like, what the freak? I was like, oh my goodness, this anime was entertaining, and I kind of found a lot of the things they did funny, like their little tidbits when Akko and Master go freaking yandere, but with their eyes, like, you can tell in their eyes, they're freaking yanderes if they try to, like, talk about, like, relationships in real life. You can see in their eyes, man, that was some crazy shit. But it really hit the feels with me in the last part of the episode, where Akko, when they finally meet up here in the scene, so the guild meets up in the cafe, and Akko, and they're all introducing themselves, like, oh, the student council presidents, blah, blah, blah. I am the tsundere girl, I am Rusien, and then Akko goes up, she talks about herself and how she has no friends in real life, and that she's really happy that she met everyone she has these friends in like their guild and online game, and you know, meeting them in real life. And I'm just thinking there, it's like, whoa, this turned like a happy go funny thing to like a 360 depressing thing. I was like, what the freak? So like, yeah, Akko apparently doesn't have friends. It's like, I mean, her character seems really shy in school and whatnot, so I can sort of see it happening, but like, wow, that surprised me, because now I'm just feeling like, oh, it's okay, these people are your friends, it's all good. These guys online, they met together, and they're your friends too, so it's really sad, but like, it was sort of happy and touching in the end when like, oh, you know, nice to meet you all, I'm Akko, I don't have any friends in real life, and I'm really shy and stuff like that, and I'm really happy that you all met me, and like we got together, right? And I was like, oh, this is so thing, and then everyone's just like commenting, and it was like, okay, no, it's okay, we're your friends, I'm the student council president, we can be totally friends, right? That was beautiful, and that was like a good sort of thing that I didn't expect from the first episode, so it kind of got me, alright? So yeah, I'm a dude for a slice of life, right? That's how I work. Anyways, and then it goes to Subaru. It's like, oh gosh, this is my in-game waifu, but here in real life. And that was about it. I have a feeling, well, actually, I don't know, because all the gaming stuff that sort of got with me towards this series is kind of gone, because now I'm just sort of seeing this as like, oh, this is going to be a romance anime between these two, and how these two are supposedly, I'm assuming 100% guaranteed these two are going to be together, because it has to be. Like, it's totally thing. Like, this girl likes him online for some reason, and, you know, he never accepted it because, oh, you're a girl online, but you can be a dude in real life. But now it's not the case, and I said that so many times in my anime heist, but for one, I am super happy about this anime. I really enjoyed this, like, the series in general, and that real thing, I didn't expect the feels in the last part, and I'm really curious to see just like how these 4 characters will interact together with, now that they've met their in real life forms, not in game and whatnot. Most likely we're gonna see a lot more gaming still, and them doing action and whatnot. Like, it's some kind of VR, but I mean, I'm excited for whatever this series has to go for. And it's still technically a romance. Most likely, it's still a romance, to be honest. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video because, you know, that's, like I said, the emotional parts get me. Slice of life are my thing. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll subscribe because episode 2 will come out 1 week from now, unless 6 days because I'm sort of late on this. But I'll be back with episode 2, most likely because this anime is hilarious and I love it so much. Maybe episode 2, who knows. And I'll see you guys on the next video on the Domo Otaku anime channel. So take care, guys, and matane!